I am Marie Brown, and this is my channel, Minds in Motion, where we talk about personal finances, investing, and how to become the best version of ourselves. Today, as I was scrolling through YouTube, I ran across one of my favorite channels, and that's the content creator Q Makes It Happen. He had a video that he created along with a bunch of other YouTube creators about the 5 best ways, or their 5 favorite ways to help others save money, or how they save money. So I decided that I wanted to join in this series and share my 5 top ways for saving money. Now, me personally, I am just your average investor. I've been investing for a little over a year. I only have a single income at the moment, but we do have a 2 income household. Last year, I managed to save in just one of my accounts over $22,000, and this year already I've saved over $7,000 in one of my accounts. So I'm going to share with you my 5 top ways to save money. Tip number 1 is to have a online savings account. You want to make sure that where you save your money is separate from where you spend your money, meaning you don't want to have your savings account and your checking account at the same bank. Having your savings account and your checking account at separate banks, it's what I call out of sight, out of mind. If you don't know where the money is, or you don't have easy access to the money, and you can't just go into the bank or go to the ATM and get the money at any time, then it makes it a lot easier for you to save money. Tip number 2 is to automate your savings. It is so important that you automate your savings, that you have it come directly out of your paycheck or whatever income you have directly into that online savings account. By doing this, you're disciplining yourself to not spend that money, to not go back on your word of saving that money. And guys, be sure to set an amount that you're going to save that is comfortable for you. Don't overdo it and don't underdo it. Set a number that you're going to save, either bi-weekly or monthly, however you get paid, and stick to that number and have that come automatically out of your income into that online savings account. Tip number 3 is set limits. A lot of times when people want to improve their spending, or people want to start to save more money, they go overboard. They go to the extreme and then they quit before they even get momentum. What I like to do is set limits for your spending. Cut back on the things that are not important to you, and the things that are a necessity to you, the things that are valuable to you, set a limit. If you like to eat out, saving money doesn't mean that you can't eat out anymore, but set a reasonable amount of money that you're going to spend eating out. If you tend to like to go shopping every now and then, saving money doesn't mean that you just completely have to stop going shopping, but you need to set a reasonable number where you're able to still save money, still pay your bills, the necessities like rent or mortgage, food, automobile, things that you have to have, and then whatever is left, set a limit for the things that bring value to your life. Tip number 4 is avoid fees. Guys, make sure that your monthly expenses, you pay them on time so that you don't have to pay late fees. If you're using a credit card because maybe you get reward points and cash back rewards, make sure that you pay those credit cards in full every single month so that you don't pay any interest on those credit cards. And last but not least, make sure that you are balancing your income and your outflow of money so that you don't get hit with overdraft fees and bank charges. If you want to start saving money and you want to make sure that your money is going where you want it to go, then make sure you're avoiding the fees. And my 5th tip for saving money, which I saved it for last because it's one of the hardest ones, is just say no. Guys, we live in a time where we feel like instant gratification for everything that we do. If we work all week, we feel like we should buy ourselves something. If we get a raise at work, we feel like we should, create more bills and things for ourselves. If we have a good week, we feel like we should reward ourselves. If we have a bad week, we feel like we should reward ourselves. If we have extra money, let's just say that we got a bonus or some commissions at work, we feel like we should use that money to reward ourselves. But the best thing that you could do if you want to save money is just say no. Learn how to be self-disciplined, not to spend money all the time. Cut back. So guys, that's my 5 tips to help you save more money. Tip number 1 is have an online savings account. Tip number 2 is automate your savings. Tip number 3 is set limits on your spending. Tip number 4 is avoid the fees. And tip number 5 is just say no. If you enjoyed this video, make sure that you hit the subscribe button. Also like this video because it does help with the YouTube algorithm. And guys, if you haven't yet, I would just ask that you help me out by subscribing to the channel. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers and I can use your help so I can reach that 1,000 subscriber mark. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I am Marie Brown. You guys have an amazing day.